How many customers do you need to have a $100 million in annual recurring revenue or ARR? The answer depends on your customer segment. You can have 1 million users, paying you $100 per year each, or 10,000 users, paying you $10,000 per year each, or 100 users, paying you $1 million per year each. So you got the math to generate $100 million ARR. In this video, we are going to use simple math to explain this, with examples of popular companies. And welcome to the 3 Club. The central idea of this concept is to look at how many customers you need for a given average revenue per user or ARPU, to get to $100 million in annual recurring revenue or ARR. If you are not aware of these SaaS metrics like ARPU, ARR, etc., then I suggest you check our SaaS Metrics video, where you can have a detailed explanation of all the important SaaS KPIs. I will link that video in the description below, and you can check it out if you want to learn more about SaaS KPIs. Why is $100 million ARR is so important for a SaaS company? Because this is a key metric which investors use during the valuation of a company. If you have $100 million in ARR, then usually investors give you $1 billion valuation. So hitting $100 million in ARR is the criteria for a SaaS company to join the Unicorn Club. To build a company with $100 million in ARR, you essentially need to know which is your targeted customer segment. Salespeople sometimes refer to animals when they talk about the customer segments. So we are going to use the animal metaphor for these customer segments. If your ARPU is $100 per year, then the salespeople call this kind of customer segment as mice. Mice are the customer segment that gave you $100 per year each. You need to have 1 million such paying customers to generate $100 million in ARR. Great examples of this category include companies like Slack, Zoom, MailChimp, and QuickBooks, who are charging around $100 per year from each of their customers. The next customer segment is rabbits. Most companies that target small businesses charge around $80 to $120 per month. So their ARPU per year is approximately $1,000. You need 100,000 rabbits to generate $100 million in ARR. Companies like Freshworks, Zendesk, and HubSpot are good examples of this customer segment. If your ARPU per year is $10,000, then you are chasing deer customers. Then you need to acquire 10,000 customers to generate $100 million in ARR. Salesforce and SAP are good examples of this customer segment. The next one is the elephant customer segment, if your ARPU per year is $100,000. Most of the biggest SaaS companies derive their revenues from selling expensive subscriptions to large enterprises. If you can find 1,000 customers who can pay you $100,000 per year each, then you can generate $100 million in ARR. Workday and SuccessFactors are examples of this customer segment. The next customer segment is the blue whale customer segment, if your ARPU per year is $1 million. What if you have 100 customers paying you $1 million per year each? You can generate your $100 million in ARR. There are very few companies in this customer segment. Viva and Palantir are good examples of such companies. Let's plot these customer segments on a graph to get $100 million in ARR. You need 1 million mice, 100,000 rabbits, 10,000 deer, 1,000 elephants, or 100 whales to generate $100 million in ARR. These are the customer segments for SaaS companies based on their ARPU per year. This is the distribution of the 74 largest SaaS companies into these 5 types of animal categories. As you can see, only 3 of them are going after mice, 12 of them are going after rabbits, 27 are going for deer, 26 are going for elephants, and finally 6 of them are going for whales. So most $100 million plus ARR companies are going after deer or elephants. There are 3 more customer segments based on ARPU per year to generate $100 million in ARR. But these customer segments are not common for SaaS companies. I can share about those customer segments also in this video. The first segment is social media companies like Facebook, Snapchat, and WhatsApp. These companies have an ARPU per year of $1. Since these kinds of social media companies have more than 100 million users, they can generate $100 million in ARR. Advertisement is their revenue model. The next one is gaming companies like Candy Crush Saga, who have an ARPU per year of $10 and have more than 10 million paying users to generate $100 million in ARR. In-app purchase is their revenue model. The next customer segment is on the other side of the ARPU spectrum. Companies like SpaceX have an ARPU per year of $10 million. These kinds of companies only need 10 customers to hit the $100 million ARR milestone. That's it for now, and please let me know which is your favorite customer segment in the comment section below. Currently, we are working on other videos related to SaaS. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel, or follow us on LinkedIn or Facebook for the upcoming videos. And if you learned something from this video, then please hit the like button. I will see you in another video. Until then, bye.